M0FXB, welcome to my channel. We're looking here at the Icom 706 Mark II-G on the left and the Icom 7000 on the right. The Mark II-G was produced around 1999 and the 7000 was produced 2004. Now I had both these radios over the years and they're both excellent and just they've standed the test of time, and they still sell at a very good used price. And I've used them both recently and they just work great, and they cover HF, 6 meters, VHF, UHF. They do not have an antenna tuner, but these days you can pick up tuners at a very low price. They've come with built-in batteries that work very well. I use the ATU100. So just scrolling down at some of the very appealing pics here, they just make you want to grab your radio and go out mobile, and you can start to see all the functions. I also look at RIGPIX, because RIGPIX do tend to show all the information there. So if you've not used RIGPIX before, check it out. It's just excellent, has everything there. So both lovely radios. The 7000 does remind you more of radios that are coming out now. Now these are not SDR radios, of course they are super het. But if you look at the visual layout of the 7000, it's very similar to what we're seeing now, isn't it? So way ahead of its time, I would say, the 7000. Although I think the internals aren't that much different, but the way the radio looks is very different on the 7000. But they still got, if you look, you've got the up and down band arrow here and here, here and here. The button layout is virtually the same on the 7000 as the 706. Apart from the fact that on the left of the screen here, you've got these menu buttons and the knobs have been pushed over to the left there. So looking down at the frequency range, it just looks very similar. Just read down through, there's quite a lot to read there. Very similar. You've got your receiver section details as well. And if you've used both these radios, tell me what your experience is. Of course, external speaker. And when you go right to the bottom, you start to see the rear connections that are available for both radios. So you've got your antennas 1 and 2. Looks like you've got your accessory connector there. Data. Yeah, it looks like data. Kia. Mic. The power connector is 6-pin on the 706. 4-pin. Yeah, it's about what you'd expect. Lots of accessories for these. They've been out a long time, as you can see here. And then the tuner is the AT180, which probably works great. I just find it very big. I mean, it's nearly as big as the radio. I like tuners to be very small and tiny. I'm saying that I don't really transmit any higher than about 30 watts. So you are going to need some extra help if you're going to use this radio on digital modes. You're going to need some sort of signal link type interface between you and the laptop. But that's fine. You've got the newer HM151 type microphone here on the 7000, which I have on the Icom 7000 as well. So that became a very popular microphone and controls many functions of the radios. So that, like every radio, there are some some complaints about radios, and the best place to look at to see what they are is eHAM. eHAM have all the reviews. So let me know, did you have these radios? Do you still have these radios? Would you sell it? Would you rather keep it? I mean, the Mark II-G is easily fetching near £500 used, even if it's not in perfect condition. The 7000, I would say, is nearer 600, but yeah, you never know. Someone out there who's willing to sell it at a very good price. So yeah, we're doing I'll do some side-by-sides on these in real life. I've got both radios, so I'll do some side-by-sides for comparison, but the filters look very nice, and the meters, and I'll be using the ATU100 tuner. So thanks for watching my channel. Thought I'd just show these as the brochure, and I remember getting these brochures from the ham radio store when they came out, and I like both radios, but when I first saw the 7000, being blown away by how modern and how amazing it looked. Yeah, it was, for me, the best radio I'd ever seen ever at the time. And these days, you don't tend to get radios of this size that cover all bands. If you look at what's being released, they tend to release radios that are dedicated to, say, for example, the new Yaesu 500, which is a 2m70 C4 FM radio. And yet, of course, these radios don't do D-Star. Now, if you buy the Icom 705, which is an all-band, all-mode radio, you will get everything, including D-Star. And it will cost you about £1,200–1,300, but that's a QRP radio. Whether they plan to bring out a 100-watt version, that'll be interesting. Of course, you'll pay extra for the price. If you think about it, when this radio came out, it was about, I think RIGPIX might say the price, the 7000 might have the price down here. Sometimes they show the sort of new selling price. But my memory is it was about £900, yeah, about £950. And I think the 706 Mark II-G wasn't far off. And in those days, the wages were probably half what they are now at the average wage. So really, the radios that we're getting now are actually very good value. I think the Icom 710, no, sorry, the Yaesu 710 is selling for £1,100, and you can get, sometimes you can get a free gift, and it includes the side speaker. Well, that's, you know, that's actually a very good price. So anyway, thanks for watching my channel. Catch you on Air 73. All the best.